I never believed in love at first sight until I met her. It was a rainy evening in Seattle, the kind where the sky feels heavy and the streets glow under soft yellow lights. I had just moved there for a fresh start, new job, new apartment, new life. Love wasn't part of the plan, not even close. But then, there she was. I walked into a small, cozy bookstore cafe, shaking raindrops from my jacket. The scent of coffee and old pages wrapped around me like comfort. And behind the counter stood her, Ava. She had messy dark hair tied in a loose bun, a soft smile, and eyes that looked like they held stories of their own. When she looked up and our eyes met, something inside me shifted. It wasn't dramatic or loud, it was quiet, like a whisper saying, "Pay attention." "Hey," she said, her voice warm, "what can I get you?" I forgot what I was going to order. Just coffee," I finally managed, embarrassed. She smiled slightly, like she noticed my nervousness but didn't call it out, coming right up. That should have been it, just a random moment in a random cafe. But I went back the next day, and the day after that. Soon, it became a routine. At first, it was small talk, weather, books, work. She loved novels, especially love stories, which I found ironic because she didn't seem like someone who believed in fairy tales. "Love isn't like in books," she told me one evening as she handed me my coffee. "It's messy, complicated." "Sounds like you've experienced it," I teased. Her smile faded just a little. "Yeah, something like that." I didn't push, but from that moment, I knew there was a story behind her eyes. Weeks passed, and we got closer. We started sitting together after her shift ended, talking for hours. She told me about growing up in a small town where she never felt like she belonged. I told her about my past relationships, how none of them ever felt right. There was always something missing, until now, but I didn't say it out loud. I wasn't even sure what I was feeling yet. Or maybe I was just scared to admit it. One night, the rain came back, harder than before. The cafe was almost empty, and Ava was closing up. "Hey," she said, grabbing her jacket, "you wanna walk with me? I live a few blocks away." My heart skipped. "Yeah, sure." We stepped out into the cold, sharing one umbrella. Our shoulders brushed as we walked, and every small touch felt electric. "Can I ask you something?" she said softly. "Of course." "Why do you keep coming back?" I laughed nervously. "For the coffee, obviously." She stopped walking and looked at me. "Be honest." The street light above us flickered slightly, casting a soft glow on her face. My chest tightened. "Because of you," I whispered. "There, I said it." Her eyes widened just a little, but she didn't look surprised. "I was hoping you'd say that," she admitted. My heart raced. "Really?" She nodded slowly. "I didn't want to assume, but I feel it too." The world around us faded. It was just us, standing in the rain, hearts beating louder than the storm. "But," she added, her voice shaking slightly, "I've been hurt before. Badly. And I don't know if I can go through that again." I stepped closer, gently taking her hand. "I'm not them," I said. "And I'm not promising perfection, but I'm real. What I feel for you, it's real." She looked down at our hands, then back at me. "Then don't break me," she whispered. "I won't," and then, it happened. She leaned in first, slowly, like she was giving me time to pull away. But I didn't. Our lips met, soft at first, then deeper, more certain. The rain fell around us, but I barely noticed. All I could feel was her warmth, her heartbeat, her love. It wasn't perfect.